Okay, guys, another beautiful day. Been working my butt off on a lot of different things. Um, I went to a state sale up the street, and I picked up this beautiful vintage, copy of a vintage map, 1628 world map. Check it out. I just hanged it up. It shows basically the world as they knew it back in 1628. It says up there, a new and accurate map of the world drawn according to the latest discoveries, 1628. So they tried to do the best they could, but I tell you where they made a mistake right now. Let me tighten this. The island of Hispaniola, which is Santo Domingo now, Dominican Republic, is bigger than Cuba. Cuba is a little tiny thing here. Cuba, it takes this space here. It's in the mouth of the Gulf. And then Santo Domingo is roughly here, and Puerto Rico is further out. So they made a mistake on that. But basically, they got all the other, the islands. There's India and the Southeast Asia. Spain, it shows it has huge two rivers. I don't think they go in that deep, but there's England up there with Scotland and Ireland. They they try to do the best they could, but it wasn't the best. Japan, look at that. Japan is a box, and Japan is supposed to be a long, like a peninsula. It's an island. So let me show you what else I've been working on. My girl is out there resting in the sofa. Okay, so on the Blazer project, I cut the panels and took it to the holes for the speakers. Took it to the upholstery, and the upholstery guy did this. Very nice color, I like it. And it's going to look good once I install it. I also got a new antenna that I have to install, and several other things. But the thing is that for me to, I worked out a deal with the upholstery guy that he did the two panels, and I didn't pay him. He's gonna do my truck, the overhead panel, the headliner, and the two visors, because the material is hanging its old, so he's gonna put new material. And then I took the car today. He's gonna weld a little piece for a plate cover that goes in front of the seat. It's attached to the underneath the seat, and the weld popped, so the thing is off. So I took it in today. He's going to weld it for me, and all that is going to be done for nothing in exchange. And I know I'm losing, but I just want to do it in exchange for this, and I'll show you right now. My old jet ski. I buffed it, cleaned it up. I try to find the decals, but they don't make these anymore. I put new numbers, and I gave it a sanding and a clear, and I worked on the engine. It wasn't running. The bike wasn't running, and it gave me a hell of a time. So I took the carburetor out, and I took it to this guy. He tells me, "Oh, it wasn't pumping gas, and it needed new seals." So I went and ordered online They sent me 2 kits for the price of one. I don't know why they sent me 2 kits. So I gave it back to the guy. He put it together and got it in there. And I did some carburetor adjusting. And now it runs like a top. It's got a new battery, new solenoid, new carburetor kit. Also, I installed the rubber, a new rubber setup to help you step on things. You know, you got the step here. So this is new. That's new. I installed that. One on the front, on this side. So I gave it a whole new look. And I've had this thing for 20 years. The tags are up to date. And, you know, I try to clean it up as best I could. Give it a good buffing. And that's the deal. It's an old bike, and it's a 2-stroke engine, and that's not allowed anymore except in the ocean. But this guy has a property at the river, so they use it over there. Over there is legal. So he's going to take it to the river and have it there for him. The kids already have a couple that I think they bought new. So I told him, look, this bike, I mean, you can sit on it sideways and you won't roll. You won't flip on it. So I hate to see it go, but you know, it is what it is. I already have it on the trailer. I have it hooked up to the truck. So when I take the pickup here to do the upholstery, which is pretty bad, then I'll take the bike over there, and that'll be it for the deal. So I've been working on that. I also have to do something with this door on the truck. For some reason the paint is just being eaten alive here. This is really bad. So I got a buffer that I'm going to try to work on it. Some reason nothing happens. This is just dirty and scratching on this side, but it's not that bad as it is here. Over here is completely, I mean, it's burnt big time. So I don't know if the paint's falling off or what the deal. So I'm going to see if I can do something there and bring it back. I have to take it to the painter so they can work on these chips and sand it and give it a new, paint the hood. Maybe I should paint this side also. I'm not sure. I just don't want to spend the money to paint the whole truck. It's not worth for me to paint the whole truck. Might as well start shopping again when the prices go down and try to find a better truck. But I still got to work now on the Blazer. And today is 98, 90 something. It's pretty hot. So I can only do things in the afternoon. So let me sit down for a minute. So now that's what's going on. It's pretty bright. That's what's going on. I went and ordered I got it's still in the box. I got this box that it's a gun vise to work on the guns and stuff. And then I realized I don't have a place to put it. Every place is packed. So I need to make some room somewhere. I don't know. I got to see. That's why I haven't taken it out of the box. But together with it came a trigger scale to see the poundage on my triggers. So the 270 has, the Ruger 270 M77 has 4 pounds. It's a little high. The Ruger 308, the lightweight, that one has 3 pounds. The BAR 308, that one has 4 pounds also. And the BAR automatic 7 mag, that one has, I believe it was 5 pounds. It was heavier. So the Ruger M77 has a screw. When I was working on the wood, I took it out and I noticed there's a screw behind the trigger. That might be a trigger adjustment, even though when this gun doesn't seem to have a trigger adjustment. But that screw is there for a reason. So maybe if I turn it half a turn or a quarter of a turn and then try it again with the trigger pull weight scale, then it could tell me if it went down. It would be nice to have it at 3. I'm not going to try to do 2 or 2.5, but down to 3 would be nice. I noticed that it was a little harder. It was 4, 4.25, around there. So I'm going to be doing that. I just finished emptying the blue truck. I'm sorry if I'm bouncing all over the place, but since I've been doing everything in pieces like that, I emptied out the truck because I'm also going to take it to a stereo place to install a new stereo. I already went and see the stereo, so it's got a remote control and everything. The truck right now has no stereo because the old radio broke and I took it out. So it has an old cassette player. We're going to pull that out and put it in its place. So that's going to have a new stereo. Possibly tomorrow, I'm going to take it over there and say, okay, get to it. And then I'll take it to the upholstery and we'll be done with that. Now that I have this open space on the side here, by removing the jet ski, it looks awkward. It looks weird because I've had that jet ski there since I moved here years ago. Um, and I don't know what to do with that space. But we were thinking of getting a trailer in the future, small 19 or 20-foot trailer, which they are around 7.5 to 8 feet. So it is going to be wider if I park it where the truck is now. That means that the gardeners couldn't go in because of the jet ski and the camper, the trailer. So now removing the jet ski, now there's room for them to go around there and then going to the gate. So that's a good thing right there. Um, Planning, I already got a price from a contractor. Planning on removing this piece of drywall that's driving me crazy every time I try to do some work in the vehicles. I'm rolling down to the middle because it's a big valley, and you can't just lay on a wheel. You go right down. It's very annoying. I have to be hanging onto the chassis or the frame of the vehicle so I can work with one hand, because if I let go with the other, I'm going to be rolling down to the middle again. It's driving me nuts. So we're going to pull it out and we're going to raise it 9 inches and then do a little bit of a canal for the water to run through. That's going to be kind of tricky, being that we're going to have to match it to the existing back in there. So yeah, I'm all over the place. And now I have a small issue. Every time I open the garage door from the house, I get this smell of gas. The quad that is sitting inside the garage, it's leaking gas, and I can't tell from where, but I know it's the quad because it did it once before, and I bought the new grommet, popped it in, put a hose, no problem. But now, maybe with the heat, maybe it's doing this, the gas expands. Maybe I should open up the cap and release it, even though it's supposed to have a breather hose for the tank, so it doesn't happen, because the gas expands and creates pressure. So I got to find out what's going on with that. I can't roll out the bike because the blazer's in the middle, and everything is off the blazer. There's no seat, so I can't drive it out. So I'm all over the place. I like that picture I bought. That's perfect. I had nothing in the wall right there. And that old-fashioned map, I like it. I have another one that's French on the opposite wall. So it's a good decoration. Um, So yeah, there's a lot of odds and ends, but that's what I've been doing, taking care of things. Um, and I was thinking of on the gun that I was thinking of getting, that I think I'm just gonna hold off for now. I even went and bought a set of. I have it up here, sitting, looking at me. I went and bought this Sun Lang digital torque driver that is for adjusting the screws on the scope and on the base and on the rings and everything, and it gives you the you adjust it to the pounds. If it's 8 pounds or 12 pounds, you don't want to over tighten anything because you could damage the scope also. So I got this online also, and it came together with the base. And this one is, let me see, it's got a weird name. Sang Liang. And it's adjustable. You pull this and turn it, and it gives you you tell it the poundage, and then you can go ahead and, and work it. So I got that. So what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to remove all these magazines from the small table and put the vise there when I'm working on a gun. But I need a storage place, and that's where I'm going to have a problem. I have no more room for any shelving. Pretty packed. I need to reorganize. And once I install back the seats, you know, then I have room on that table. So yeah, oof, man, I got a lot of miscellaneous. I got okay, I got two wire speakers. Let me tell you what's going on. I got two wire speakers on the Blazer. One goes left, one goes right. But I don't know which is which. So I have to install the stereo and put it to play, connect it to a speaker to see which one is left and which one is right. But before I do that, the antenna cable on the truck is cut, broken. The plug is missing. So I went and bought a new antenna like I showed you. So I have to install the antenna first and then connect it to the radio, connect the speakers, find out which is which, and then run the wire appropriately to where it goes. Connect those panels, connect the speakers, and connect the wire, and then attach it to the side of the truck inside. Before I do that, I have to install more insulation because I want to get rid of that roll. I want to finish it. So I want to install the insulation on this side of the truck and finish that roll up. And whatever's left, I just chuck it or put it under the carpet in the front. And once that, and then I can install the panels with the speakers and the connections. Then I'll install the rest of that insulation to the floor. Then I can throw the carpet over and tuck it in and glue it. Then I got to remove the two side vents and paint those. For some reason, they're not coming out. I've been struggling with it. So I got to work on that. Once they're painted, I'm going to reinstall them, attach it, find I got the front speaker covers up there in a container, a plastic container, so I reattach those, tuck in the carpet, glue it down, and make sure it's nice and straight, so there's no folds or anything. Tuck it in there. Then cut the holes for the lever, install the hoods on the levers, the boots, and tack that down. Then find the holes for the seats, bring the seats in, attach them, and then I gotta work on the dash. I gotta take it to a mechanic that I know. Oh, and then I gotta attach the roll bar also. So I gotta make holes for that. So there's a lot to do. And it's getting hotter now, so I'm thinking of getting a canopy to put over the Blazer so I can work in the shade because it's hot as hell. And I went to see a canopy at Ace Hardware, and it's $120 for a cheap plastic, one time only. I mean, that thing's gonna last me a year. Next year's gonna be all full of holes because the sun eats it up. Eats it up. I had a Coleman that lasted me several years, except the freaking windstorm destroyed it. I had to throw it away. So that's what I got to do. And then once it's all put together and everything is running and everything, and I still got to get some things for the engine. I got to install the air conditioning unit, the second battery steel basket, install that. And once it's all done, uh, take it to the painter and see if they can work on the rusty side there. There's an area about this big. It's got bubble rust. I'm gonna have to grind that down, apply some material, maybe put another sheet metal there and weld it, more Bondo, and then paint it. So I gotta, and then it'll be up for sale. But there's so many miscellaneous that I've been doing, working on this, working on that. But yeah, little by little, I'm gonna be sad when I see this Blazer go. It's been with me from 1980, and it's got my birthday. The jet ski, I had a lot of fun with the jet ski. A lot of fun. Been to the river a million times with it. So jet ski, it's time for the jet ski to go. You know, if because of this law that they have, um, I don't really like to go in the ocean. There's not that much to do in the ocean. When you go to the lakes, you can go camping, you can do a little fishing. The water's cool. You can be on the water and float around. In the ocean, water's cold. You might have a shark and bite your butt. You're just going to be putting around the bay. And basically, and she doesn't like riding it, so I'm going to be riding alone. Unless I get a hot bikini girl that wants to ride, I'll give her a ride. So that's the thing, that I can't get a lot of use out of it, even though I could take it to the ocean and run it. But I've done a lot with it, so I don't need to do my last ride. I just wanted to make sure it was running good, in good condition. And the guy's getting a deal. He's getting a pretty good deal because I know he didn't pay that much money for, I gave him the panels. He just used the materials and the labor. Yeah. So it might be, even because to do that, it's probably 100 and to do on the truck, it was probably 175, maybe 200 with the visors. And then for this was $200. They gave me a deal because somebody else wanted 500. He did the panels for 200. So that's a deal. So $400. Yeah, we're about, maybe I lose 150 or 200 out of the deal. That's all right. He uses it where he's at. He can keep it in his garage. When he wants to go to the river, he just backs into the water, launches it, and away you go. All right, guys. I'll see you on the next one. I'll see if I can do some more videos on the Blazer. But man, I'm gonna have to get a canopy because I can't work in there at 95 degrees. All right. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.